So this video is going to be about, dang and nabbit, polystyrene, rod and tube. I'm going to use the 1mm. This is a short piece because I've used some before for other projects. And now this welds this to this to itself really well. So what I'm going to do, where's my other truck? Alright, so I got some pieces here. I think I'm going to get some wax paper. I want something very flat like this scale, but I don't want to mess up my scale. Let's see. Wrong pieces. I can hardly feel my fingers. It's like 36 degrees out here, and this is South Carolina. So I want to do something like this, but of course more accurate. So I'm going to get some parchment paper or wax paper. That looks more like my tonneau cover. I might get a block of wood to hold that steady. It's a lot heavier than this 1mm square polystyrene. Yeah, look at that. I might put a weight on it. God dang and nabbit. I got a better weight. Take that, you bad guys. Take that. All right, so you got the idea. Wow, what a pain in the butt that was. I finally got 4 pieces the same size. It's really critical for something this small. And I've got some parchment paper here. And filming this was just too long. Kept making mistakes. I finally got it almost perfect. The good news is they have a lot of this stuff. So if this doesn't fit on the truck bed, which looks like it might, now I got to get it off the paper. So I got my little X-Acto, you know what? If I move the paper up, let's see, what am I doing here? And get underneath it a little bit. Is that going to work? Because even though the little brush on here is small, it's not small enough. And it left a blob. So now I just got to get it off the parchment paper. And I hope it's stuck together. I mean, this one here was still a teeny bit short. I mean, a teeny bit. You couldn't even put a hair in there, but so I had to push it together as it dries. Now, this is not super glue. It doesn't stick to your fingers, so I can touch it. Now, I want to do it this way because I'm hard-headed and freaking stubborn. But I want it to look like the one on my truck. Here, let me insert photo. See how mine sits on top of the bed? Sits on top. There's a lip in the back. Right there. So that is why I want to try to make this look realistic, I guess. Hey, look at that. I got it off the paper. Now maybe I should, well, no, there's a lot on this side. It kind of wiggles. I'm not sure how strong that's going to be, but when I glue it to the cab or the bed, what's it going to be? Let's see, I gotta file that off or snip it off. I can do it again. Right now, I'm gonna let that weld, because what it does, it melts the plastic. And it instantly melts this and then evaporates, and the polymers mold together and then bond as soon as the rest of this evaporates. So if I let it sit for a little bit, it might be stronger. Big enough, big enough, big enough. Barely big enough. So, then we're putting that on. I'm still being really careful with it. I got to paint it black, I know. Maybe should have made it a little smaller. But no, it's 1/64th, man. It's hard to do any damn thing. So, and just stick it off the back. Let it hang off the back. Now let's see if it hits the window. All right. I got too many body parts around here. Look at that. That's gonna be nice. All right, so I glued this to here. It kind of came out straight, not perfect. And I think it's only going to go on one way, and I think it's this way. It's a little trapezoidal. Dang it. And don't look like it's going to fit. But you know what? I'll make it fit. So I got to paint the edges because they're white. So what I figured I'm going to do is this. Just paint the edges. So get rid of the excess. It'll be easier to handle. And just paint the edges. And that'll be next. Looks like a piece of chocolate, but with blue on one side. Next. So I noticed it got a little crooked, or I didn't notice before. Sides are painted. Put it on. Let's put it on, see what happens. Now, it looks crooked as all get out. But when you put it on, it's got a little height. Yep. We're gonna do it. Now, one side looks better than the other. I mean, I think this way. It's so small you can't see it. It's just magnified, that's all. So when you get out of here, you don't see anything wrong with it at all. I do. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. We gotta go this way. It's a little wider up on this side. Yeah. So, time to glue it up. Alright, where'd I put the glue? I put the glue way over there. I'll be back. The light's not good enough, but if you can see that, that looks pretty damn good. Looks more real, but that one just looks cooler. So, that's how it's going to be. I'm going to paint this. What color do you guys want? I've got pearlized colors, and I've got opaque colors. I've not experimented with the transparent colors yet with my airbrush. So, let me know. And thanks for watching. And if you watch to the end, I know a lot of you do. Don't even worry about it. I don't do this for that. I do it to share information. So you all have a good night, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year's. I'll see you later. Good night.